Hey everybody, Hero Rations here, and I'm really excited to bring you this. This is our very first production ration individual combat from the Korean War. This was a full day's ration. This is just like loaded with calories, soups, and all kinds of different stuff. And we designed this to be as historically accurate as possible and refillable when possible. So we're really excited for this. And I think one of the kind of key things here is that the M units inside include a freeze-dried, pre-cooked entree, which is a first for us. But I'm really excited because we want to kind of like roll that out to our World War II C rations as well. So a little history on this. These were developed after World War II in a couple different iterations and a couple different sizes. This one was kind of like the most common or most unique, I think, which kind of like the larger square box versus kind of the rectangular that you see on the like the Ration Combat Individual, which is post-Korean War. And it was a true full day kit. Look at that in there. True full day kit, meaning that instead of like your your a la carte 2 cans B unit M unit for a single meal during World War II, this came like pre-boxed. So you had your accessory packet, you had spoons, you had 3 B units and 3 M units, and a can of fruit too that went with it. So check this out here. This is the accessory packet there. We'll pop that open here in just a minute. You've got these B units. I want to show you guys a couple of these here. So we designed these just like our World War II B and M units. They're reusable. So instead of using these with like a scored key type opening and only being able to use them one time, they're reusable. The top along the seams simply pops off, right? And it's got the nomenclature there. These are actually lithographed right to the can. No decals or stickers or anything like that. And they're OD lacquered with the exposed seam. And they're fantastic. So one of our biggest challenges with this was the contents for these are a little bit different than the World War II contents. You can see that it's still got a little packet of sugar in there. And that's for each one of these actually has its own cup of coffee. So I kid you not, each of the B units in here has coffee, soluble milk, and sugar, and the accessory packet has 2 more packs of coffee. So this one meal, or this one ration, has 3 entrees with biscuits and cocoa and candy, right, for each of them, and 5 cups of coffee to go with it, and 2 things of soup. I mean, this is a lot of calories. So one of the downsides to this ration, like the feedback, was that there's a lot of waste, right? That's a lot of calories to issue somebody. And then, as the Korean War kind of stagnated, and soldiers just needed, a meal for midday patrols or drives. That's how we kind of started to develop the interest, in the food packet individual salt that ultimately developed into the MCI at the end of the 50s. Check that out. That's the cocoa beverage powder disc. All right, we make these, right? These are true compressed cocoa powder. You just crumble that up in your hand and drop that in some hot water. You've got your packet here for your coffee. You got a tin here with blackberry jam or strawberry jam. And of course, you've got your set of biscuits there with your glassine paper separator option. Move these here, you can see them in the camera. So that's it. That's just one of the B units. And I wanted to show you guys one of the M units as well. We've got beef and noodles here in that one. Let me just drop all these out here. The B2 unit, B3 unit, they're all different. You've got your divider in the middle there with the plastic spoons, and then your other 2 M units. That one is chicken and noodles and beef stew. So look at all that. So you got this craft carton, and all these cans are reusable, including the M unit. So I'm actually going to make one of these guys because I'm kind of hungry. This is chicken and noodles, right? So the way that we design these is, again, just like our B unit cans, OD lacquered with the seam, the nomenclature on the top, no stickers, anything like that. Pop the top. And inside for the M units, right? These are just metal lined cans. They're food safe. There's no plastic lining in the M unit cans. And we've got a prepackaged entree. And these are freeze-dried food items, meaning, right, so each one of these meals, you're going to want some hot water anyway. You got coffee, you got cocoa, you got a lot of things to eat. But these we designed where instead of having to heat anything or prepackaged food, simply pour the contents into the can itself and add yourself some hot water. We used a couple different suppliers for coming up with these menu choices. And the reason is we wanted to design food items that made sense for this application. So I have to get one of my spoons out here, plastic spoons. And the reason is, we wanted something that's soluble in water, that kind of matches actual menu options during the Korean War, the M unit choices. We wanted something that was readily available, and oftentimes too is something that we can design to be taste tested and approved. So each one of these, right, all you've got to do is just put the hot water in there and let them sit for 3 or 4 minutes, and you're good to go. So we'll let him sit just off to the side for a minute and let him cook. We got the beef stew. All right, you can see the prepackaged meal in there. We'll let that be. And pop open the B3 unit here. Same kind of setup. You've got your sugar, you got your coffee, you got soluble milk, blackberry jam, you got a cookie in that one. Put that right back where it was. And check out the accessory packet. So if you already think that's a lot of food, there's more. They're open at the top, so you don't actually have to tear them open. A lot of these items are refillable. So just like all the other items that we sell, we don't include tobacco products in any of our listings. There's online selling restrictions on our seller platforms. There's a lot of local and state and federal laws that require us not to be able to sell those. So we don't include any tobacco products. This is a packet we put together with just paper wrap and a wood block. We're happy to help you guys or provide something like that with the duty-free tax stamp at the top. And if you do smoke, simply buy a pack, right? And put the tax stamp on it and you're good to go. But you will, of course, get 2 packs of the matches and all the goodies that you see before you here. We've got 2 more cups of coffee. We've got sugar, soluble coffee, soluble milk. And we designed these too, guys. Check these out. Let me show you guys these close up. They're reusable. No decals or stickers or anything like that. They're right in that correct off-white, kind of a cream color, foil-lined carton with the resealable seam right there. So after you're done with these, simply refill it up with some powdered milk or some soluble coffee, and you can use it again and again. We've got a nice pack here, Lifesavers with the vintage wrapper. You've got your toilet paper. You've got your water purification tablets with the gold lid. And you get 3 darn packs of gum too. We got some top spearmint gum here. You get 3 packs of that. And then you've got your soup mix. Here we got a chicken bouillon soup mix. You get 2 packs of that too. And we'll bring our chicken and noodles over here. Look at that. It smells really good. So what we designed here too were canned contents that can easily kind of quickly be addressed. So I wanted something where nobody's having to measure water or anything like that. You just need hot water, right? Just boil some water while it's nice and hot. Put it in here to kind of cover your foods. Stir it around a few times with your spoon, and you're all set. And the chicken and noodles for me was real good too, because we kind of tweaked our own recipe. So you actually got huge chunks of pre-cooked chicken in there, noodles, we added a little bit of salt and a little bit of chicken bouillon powder to this. So that way you don't have like a watered down entree if you added too much or too little water. Absolutely fantastic. The chicken itself is from Mountain House. They make great freeze-dried food prep items. And I'm glad I actually made this, guys, to show you and kind of taste test it for you. It's not under soaked. It's not over soaked. And you got these great biscuits to go with it. I'll probably break a couple of them up in there and soak up that broth. Fantastic. And we can repeat the same process with what we've got for you with the beef stew and the beef and noodles. And then the last thing I forgot, here it is, can of fruit. We got a can of peaches here. That's just how they were marked, just like kind of haphazardly stamped on the side or the top. And simply, you know, they were just a hair smaller than the B unit and M unit cans, like you can see there. We got some peaches in there to try out too. Now I'm chewing, so you're just gonna have to watch me eat. That's it there, guys. That is our full day ration individual combat. Tons and tons of food items here. We're going to put these up on our Etsy shop to start, and our eBay shop as well. Our Etsy shop will allow us to list the refill items too. So let's say you have this, and maybe you just need like me, you just need to replace the chicken and noodles and your B1 unit, a couple items in there. Perfect. We can send you that. But I encourage you guys, and why we did this was to make this as cost effective as possible. So if you guys really look here with what we've got here, if you have a couple Mountain House items from Amazon, some soluble coffee, some milk powder, a couple sticks of gum, and a little bit of creativity, seriously guys, you can reuse this kit, you know, 10, 20 times, 30 times, as often as you'd like. That's why we designed it this way. It wasn't to keep everybody coming back for the same packaging, kind of where most of the cost for this, you know, these reproduction rations are. They're designed to really set you guys up for success. Get something that's useful, looks amazing, and is for the most part reusable as often as we can design them. That's what we wanted for folks. For my Korean War reenactors, I hope you guys like this as well. I mean, this is, I can't imagine. I've never done Korean War reenacting. I just really, really like the history, especially the rations of the 1950s era. I couldn't imagine, like, you know, being that one guy who's got this right here at an event. And you can see with this much food, honestly, you wouldn't even need to refill it. I mean, heck, that one meal would sustain you for like 3-4 events. Guys, check us out. We're Hero Rations at our Etsy shop, Hero Rations, and Hero Rations on eBay. We specialize in reproduction, World War II, and now Korean War rations as well. We have the D ration, K ration, and C ration from World War II. And from the Korean War, we've got the food packet individual assault, which is a single meal. And now the ration combat, or ration individual combat as well. All right, thanks for checking us out.